Hello there Year 10, what we're going to be looking at today is pie charts, but a little bit of a starter activity for you on fractions, percentages, just to give you a go. So pie charts, fractions, 4/5 as a decimal as a percentage, 11/20 as a percentage, 0.625 as a fraction, 12% as a fraction. Which number is the largest out of A, B, C, D or E? 20%, 0.18, 22%, 0.215 or 5/20 as a fraction. And then the last one, in a school, 37% of pupils came to school by bus, 9/25 came by car and the rest walk. What percentage of the pupils walk to school? Okay, 9 out of 25 come by car and the rest walk. So we've got 37% by bus, 9 out of 25 as a fraction come by car and the rest walk. What percentage actually walk to school? If you want to turn off the presentation now, have a go at those questions and then come back and I'll be giving you the solutions. Okay, there's the solutions to your starter. 4/5 is 0.80 as a decimal, 80% as a percentage. 11/20, 55% as a percentage. 0.625, 5/8 as a fraction. And just to sort of help you out a little bit with that, that's 625 thousandths. Cancel all that down and you get down to 5/8. 12%, 3/25. 12%, it's 12 hundredths. Cancel that down and you get 3/25. Convert all these to one option of your choice, so either convert all to percentages, all to decimals, all to fractions, whatever you like to do, so you can then compare the 5 different values. And your answer comes out as E is the largest. 5/20, 25%. 20%, 18%, 22%, 21.4%, 25%, E is the largest. 37% go by bus, 9/25. So what's that as a percentage? It's going to be 36%. So 36% come by car, 37% by bus, so 27% of pupils are walking. Right, main topic, pie charts. Should be something familiar to you. We want you to be able to interpret and draw pie charts. Very simple example, 50 people asked, what's your favourite fruit? Here's the results, 25 bananas, 5 preferred apples, 15 grapes and 5 oranges. Now, very conveniently, a circle, so a pie, has been split into how many even parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 even slices. So we've got 50 people in total. 50 people in total. So 5 is going to be a tenth. So that's nice and easy. So 1/10 for oranges. 1/10 for apples. 5/10 bananas. So bananas. And then 3/10 grapes. I really hope this works out. Yeah, look, there's 3/10 left for preferring grapes. Okay, 50 in total, 1/10 oranges, 1/10 apples, 3/10 grapes, and 5/10 bananas. And that's a simple representation of a pie chart. And the thing about pie charts is it's easy on the eye. It gives you a rough indication of, yeah, the most people prefer bananas there, and not so many people prefer the oranges and apples. So it's giving you an easy visual representation. Difficult to read the values off, but easy on the eye visual representation, sir. Used a lot in business to get over general ideas. Similarly, 36 pupils were asked, so the total of 36 pupils, what they thought were the subjects were most important. What fraction of them choose languages? So this is actually divided into twelfths. So 4/12 have chosen languages. Can we cancel that down? 4/12 have chosen languages. So third have chosen languages. If we cancel it down, how many have chosen maths? Maths, quarter of them, isn't it? Quarter of them. So a quarter of 36 is going to be 9. How many of them? What fraction of them did not choose art or sports? So art and sports is a quarter of the people here. Art and sports together. 1, 2, 3/12. Art and sports is a quarter. So 3/4 did not choose art or sports, which is what is left. Okay? Simple example. Actually, let's just go back to that, because you need to have something in your mind. How many degrees in a circle? There's 360 degrees in a circle. You need to have that in your mind for the next level of questions. Now, let's just skip a few pages here. Favourite sports of 24 pupils are as follows. 9 for football, 5 swimming, 3 netball, 7 hockey. Draw a pie chart to represent that information. So you've got 24 pupils in total, but you've got 360 degrees on your pie chart. So you've got 360 degrees on your pie chart, and it's divided amongst 24 pupils. So how many degrees represent each of the pupils? We can cancel that down, can't we? 12 goes into 24 2 times. 12 goes into 360 30 times. So for every pupil, we've got 15 degrees. Every pupil is represented by 15 degrees. Remember that, every pupil is represented by 15 degrees. We've got 360 degrees in total, we've got 24 pupils that we're looking at. So every pupil is represented by 15 degrees. So now we work out, if each pupil is represented by 15 degrees, we've got 9 preferring football, 5 swimming, 3 netball, 7 hockey, we can work out the angle that represents each of these groups for football, swimming, netball and hockey. And it should total up to 360 degrees. So 15 degrees multiplied by 9 gives us 135. 5 degrees, 5 multiplied by 15 gives us 75. 3 multiplied by 15, 45. 7 multiplied by 15, 105. Does that all add up to 360 degrees? Yeah, it does. So that's great. That works for us. So we've worked out the 9 people that prefer football are represented by an angle of 135 degrees, and so on down that table. Can we now draw our pie chart? Pretty well. Yeah, we've done everything we need to do. Top tip, put a straight line from the centre down to the middle like that. Then what we're going to do, get our compass, measure out 135 degrees. So measure out your 135 degrees. Once you've measured out your 135 degrees, measure another 75 degrees on top of that. So it'll take you round further, and then another 45 degrees, and 105 degrees. So let's go back. So we want to do 135 degrees to start with. So 135 degrees will take us around to here. Let's just move my protractor across there. Oh, didn't want to do that. So that 135 degrees gives me my football people. I'll then get my protractor again. And starting off this time on the position of my football line, I can measure around 75 degrees. So I can measure around 75 degrees. Take my protractor away. Do that. Take my protractor away. And that would be my swimming group. And then I can measure my 45 degrees in here. That would be my netball, and it should leave me with about 105 degrees. I haven't drawn that particularly accurately, and that will be my hockey people in there. So 135 degrees, 75 degrees, 45 degrees, 105 degrees, gives us my 360 degrees, and that is my pie chart completed. That's all I'm going to go through today. So you've had a starter activity. We've done some work on producing a pie chart. It's this idea of 9 people prefer football, 5 people prefer swimming, 3 prefer netball, 7 prefer hockey. We've got 24 people in total. Those 24 people are represented by 360 degrees. So each one person is represented by 15 degrees. So 9 lots of 15 degrees, 135, 5 lots of 15 degrees, 75, 3 lots, 45, 7 lots, 15, 105. Add those all together, it takes us back to my 360 degrees. Then draw my pie chart. When you're asked to do this in an exam, they will expect you to use a compass and measure these angles accurately. Okay, that's what they'll be expecting to do. So the examiner can put over a bit of tracing paper with the correct answer drawn on the tracing paper and can see whether or not you have accurately drawn the pie chart with accurate representations of the angles that you've calculated. And that's the type of question that you're going to encounter. I hope that's been helpful, that you're going to be able to practice your knowledge on some questions. I hope you found that useful, and thank you very much for your attention.